Alright guys, I'm going to shoot a video and go over the marketing plan, have some questions, have some feedback. This is pretty raw, as in there's no script here or anything, so we're just going to walk through this and I'll just provide some thoughts and some questions. So, this year you guys are doing 75 for 15 mil, 200,000 per transaction. That's fantastic. It's perfect. Cindy, 400 per transaction, making 30 grand. Everything looks good there. Your 2015 goals of 85 versus 75. Is that enough? I mean, I don't know how many each of you did this year, but I would definitely imagine that, we'd probably want to do an extra 5 deals per person, which would put us at 90 transactions versus this year. So 90 would put you around 18 million, but, I don't see why we wouldn't want to do, at least 5 now that you have the admin support and all you have to do is sell. So that's just a thought. The part-time marketing specialist, I don't see on here, the compensation, 12 to 15 hours a week. That looks good because it's about, 3 to 4 hours per week marketing for each of the agents. Getting it off Cindy's plate. Independent contractor, completely agree with that. And it looks like the job responsibilities are to play out your marketing plan. So just curious as to what we're paying here, and then obviously I would imagine that would be hourly, and she gets paid bi-weekly, and then how do you guys afford that? So adding an additional agent, question, is it in office or out of office? And if it's out of office, you're looking for an agent doing the 2 to 3 mil, ready to have an assistant. That's like a perfect overwhelm stage. 2 to 3 mil is, your 20 to 30, around 20 deals. So they would be ready. Add to the team volume, allow you to move up. So 30% referral fee, I guess that's not for leads, but actually giving a deal where they don't have to follow up and convert it. You can get 30% for a real referral. If it's just leads, like say from your flyers, like you don't want to answer the calls where they kind of have to follow up and convert, you're looking anywhere from 20 to 25%. But if it's a real referral, then yeah, I could see you receiving 30. Let's see. Process creating an LLC. I would talk to your accountant and attorneys, but LLC taxed as an S corp is what I was always told is the best way to protect yourself legally. LLC, best way to be taxed S corp, and it's the best of both worlds. So you be an LLC taxed as an S corp. That's how all my stuff's set up. So $250 a deal. So if you put $250 a deal into the LLC and $400 a deal for Cindy, that's $650. That sounds about right. Your back end fee, you're gonna see you can get anywhere from $495 to $695, and I would definitely encourage you guys to in the next year, work on getting an extra, 0.25% in commission. So you want to definitely get that back end fee up, and then make sure you're getting minimum and higher commissions to be able to offset this stuff and to be able to afford it. So let's move to your marketing plan real quick. I like the plan. The only thing I would encourage you is down here it says expect 2 transactions per year from every 12 in these programs. One that will do business with you and one that will refer you. Build your database, that is your business. Completely agree. I would run my numbers 2 for every 20, not 12. That 12 and 2 comes from the Red Book. that came out when the market was booming. People are moving less. So I would do 1 out of 20 would use me, 1 out of 20 would refer me. And that's generalizing all of your METs kind of being equal, which you don't. You have inner circle, A plus, past clients. So I would just be a little conservative and run my numbers at 20 and 2 to see if I'm going to be able to hit my goals with this. And then the other thing is to make sure that this is tracked. I completely agree with it, but just making sure this is tracked. But this is all for generating, repeat referral business, which is perfectly fine. The one thing that I would have you guys do in the new year, since you're already doing 75 transactions, I would put referral systems in place to have at least, out of every 2 transactions I do, one of those turn into another transaction through referrals, and getting referrals with referral cards at the appointment, contract, close, and within 30 days post close. So these 4 areas is where you will receive more referrals than anything that you could possibly do, as long as you're asking for them. And I would encourage you guys to go contact Danny and have these referral cards drawn up. If you don't do anything else in the next year, generate more referrals while people are experiencing your help, and do it with these cards. If you don't do anything else, do that. These will cost you like $30 for Danny to edit, and the printing's real cheap. So contact Danny, start using these cards in your appointments, in contracts, closings, post closings, and then start generating business from your current business. Because again, you're going to generate more referrals while people are experiencing you than you will doing this, kind of sphere touch program. Because at the end of the day, people are in and around people just like them. So if people are getting married, they're in and around people getting married. People stop renting. They're around other renters that want to stop renting. So that also increases the chances of doing more business from your current business. So that's something that I would definitely recommend that you do right away. I will share this with John right now. But again, you guys, you have Danny's contact information, and super cheap, and really going to do the best job for you marketing wise. All right, so shared with John. And then the last thing, I would just look at where these 75 came from to see if you can, if that's duplicatable for the next year, pretty reliable, whether it came from Sphere or your Buy, Fix, Sell, or whatever the case may be. I would see, how much of that, because then all we have to do is have a marketing plan that's going to generate an extra 5 deals per agent, not a marketing plan that's going to cover 90 transactions. We have to just cover the 15 difference. And where's that going to come from? And I guarantee it could come from implementing this marketing plan, and then also implementing the referral cards and turning your current business into more business. So hopefully this was helpful, and please let me know your feedback to this video. All right.